third video within the last half an hour of how I built this stove, and I'll explain it. So, I have a stovepipe running up into the ceiling, and I'll explain that in a minute. So, this is a barrel. You want to, you know that, but you want to use a kind of a closed-faced barrel. I had an open-faced barrel. That wasn't a problem to me. I just cut out a piece and just tack welded it on. And that took me like not even 5 minutes, really. Maybe a little more. So you want to do that. Let's say you have a closed-faced barrel, which is what you're supposed to go out and get. You want to cut a hole in the door. Maybe dimensions probably 10" by 12". That's usually the best. Maybe even bigger. And you want to cut it down towards the bottom of the stove. Next, for the legs, I just use stakes, pieces of steak. Now this is more for a shop stove. You can get barrel stove kits if you want to. If you're thinking of actually putting one in your living room, of course you want to choose a nice thick barrel and stuff, and one that doesn't have any rust holes or leaks in it, and some that you can easily paint and stuff. So just use stakes as the barrel legs, and then just weld it on. Supports there. Another stake there. Same in the back. Stakes there. Over here. Now this chimney that's out there used to be, the hole used to be right there, so we disconnected that hole. And we cut the hole up here because we found this. We were thinking about putting it here, but we figured this would be a better area because this was taking up too much space here. And it's getting hot in here. Oh my god. And I just had this thing going not even a half an hour now. Cut a hole in the ceiling there, and as you can see, I did not make it the dimension of the pipe. It's actually a really rough looking hole. You want to try to make them look pretty good. And I just put the pipe going halfway in between and put like some sort of support for the pipe there that's made out of metal or something. Hold that there. If you have a rough looking hole or something, or if that hole's gaps there, well, you can get one of them metal rings that go around there and just put that there. I didn't care, so I didn't have any more. I really used to, so, and wasn't gonna go out to the hardware store and buy something that I really didn't need. So there's actually also a ring up there, but that's up in the, I put it on the floor up there. It's a little better there. Just screw it on. You want to use fairly thick pipe. You don't really want to use duct working pipe. It's too thin, and it won't last long. I mean, I guess it's not really safe too, but I did have a few like elbows and stuff that's duct fitting pipe, like duct for heating, but that's all the way up at the end of the pipe where it's really cool. Now the best way to do is actually run the pipe straight, going all the way up out of your roof. I couldn't do that. It's too much risk, and the roof costs too much money, and you can't repair that roof. And there was already a hole in the sidewall, so we figured, oh well, we'll lose just a little bit of our chimney's performance and just run it going out to the sidewall there. It's also a much better spot for it. And it's out there. Well, here's my pipe. It's not the prettiest looking thing, but it's strong. It's screwed together. And I'll slide these back here. These are only around here just to help keep the pipe warm because it's very cold and very drafty up here because this is vented up here. So you pull down so it traps the heat around the pipe and stuff and helps keep the pipe warm. That way you get a nice good draft. It's actually just a round pipe coming up to one of the kind of flat face pipes. I did explain that in another video, but you couldn't see it. I even showed it to you because I didn't have a light with me. So it's kind of like that. I wouldn't have chosen to do that pipe, but that's the only stuff I had. If not, I would have had to make a trip to the hardware store and stuff. And this stuff's the same stuff. And it's not going to hurt anything different. And of course, even though it actually looks like my pipe is sloping, it is not. I mean, that's just from where it fits into there. But it's actually going up a little bit more than a 180 degree angle, so if you're going to go do some long, I guess at least slope it a little bit to the best you can. That is kind of the best I could slope this pipe at. So then it runs out there, and there's an elbow piece, and the piece is about this long. It goes up to the roof, and I'll show you that right now once I get out of here. And there's the workshop. I'll have to close up that hole there, but that's the hole there. I may even keep it open, I don't know, because you can feel heat from the stove rising up through here, even though it's not that great, because it's throwing a lot of heat at the ceiling. So as it rises up here, it will may keep that pipe warm, but not only that, keep it a little warm up here too, you know. And this is actually supporting it up, even though it's screwed together, so I could pull that out and it would still say supported up. Just have that there. So this is actually temporary. This is kind of a temporary chimney, and it's taped together there. It's a little bit too hot to touch, but it's okay. And it's just screwed together, so I could remove this here and it would have stayed up. It was staying up even when it wasn't screwed together. So, but might as well keep that from the underneath there to keep the pipe from sagging over time. I could also put a metal wire going up there, holding that pipe up there. But it's so drafty up here, and it's so ventilated, I could have just ran that pipe going straight up here, and it would have smoked right out of there, but that wouldn't be good because you'd be walking in here, looking up, and all you'd see is smoke up here and stuff. But you probably wouldn't even smell it or anything because the hot air keeps up. And like, you don't want to get that pipe near the wood or anything, as you can see the heat rising off that pipe there. Don't want to necessarily get it off, touch the wood, because you can burn the wood and that can be a fire hazard. And as you can see, the smoke coming close to my chimney. There's the chimney I built. So, there's the chimney. And it's not really smoking all that much. I mean, it is, but yeah, that's nice and warm. And it's a little dented, but that ain't gonna hurt nothing. As you can see, it doesn't clear the roof totally, so I will put on one of them pieces there. But it's a little bent there at the top, so I have to go up there someday and unbent the crap out of it and stuff. Because this piece fell off when I was setting it up, that's why it's bent, but I don't know what else I was going to use. So, just put that piece there so that way it clears the roof. Because not only will it'll get your roof all black and stuff, certain winds and stuff that pass over the roof can kind of push the air down.